Yes guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in yet again. Hope you're all staying safe and everyone is well and you're doing all the necessary things. Right, today let's get back into it. We're going to talk about how we do like getting fine dirt. So I've made some, hold on, got me brewski on the go. Let's put that up there, or he. That's what happens if you do on the table. Right, so types of sieves, how to make your dirt like kind of soft, smooth, however you want it, finer, get all the rocks out and stuff. Get a bucket or a box or anything. I've got a load of 10mm holes here, some 6mm holes here, so you can do it like that. Or you can find a bit of pikey bit of wood, put some chicken mesh in it, chicken wire, whatever you want to call it, make a little picture frames type thing, and so you know that can sieve out the dirt. So, with that said, little demonstration, just put a hole in it. Obviously these are a bit, put rocks in it, whatever you want. You know, give it a bit of a sieve. Keeps the big rocks out, makes the dirt finer. You know, that's fairly fine, it's not too bad. You know, if you wanted to make it finer, you just put another mesh over it. You know, divide the holes up. I think these are about 10mm, so if you overlaid it or offset it by 5, you'll have 5mm holes and so on. So yeah, that's not too bad. So that's that one. Then we got the box one. Put some dirt in there. Handles are good because you can hold it. As you see, it's all right. You know, we've got quite a few big rocks there. You know, you can see kind of the divide between the two, how much finer that is. You know, it stops all the big rocks going through. But with that said, you could do that, or let's take this off. Oh, we're cleaning the dining room table. Beautiful. Right, that's set lovely. Just gonna keep on. I nearly filled the whole thing up with some dirt then. With that said, come a bit closer. You could go over the top. We always like to go a bit over the top. So check this out. I'm going to start with the build first, the time-lapse build of it, and then I'm going to talk you through it. Let's go. Right, I hope you enjoyed that little build lapse of whatever that was. Any clues as to what it was? But anyway, if you don't, this is it. I've made this completely from scrap that I found around the house. The only thing I bought was that bit of chicken wire mesh, which will be in there, and I'm going to show you where that was. All the rest of it is just scraps of stuff I found about, bits of pipe. But anyway, with enough of that said, welcome Shake and Bake, the ultimate sand, dirt, rock, pipe, rubbish, glass, anything, sieve, beast, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked with that actually, considering we just built it. No levels were used, no tape measures, no nothing. I just kind of built it from the ground up. Cue on the old King apparel there, very nice. But yeah, so it's just, I don't know, it is what it is. I just thought, you know, let's go for it, let's build something, you know, go a bit more over the top like we always do. So let me talk you through it. There's a program called Gold Rush. This is like what you call a shaker deck, which basically divides the rocks between the dust and the gold and all that. So I kind of made up a little version of that. So let me break it down for you. So I've got a table here that I've kind of made up of just, like I say, scrap bits of wood, and then a main frame for the whole thing. So let's start from the top and then we'll work our way through it. Let's get up. So, right, as you start here, this is the top and first line of defense. So anything like when you're picking up, you know, bits of rock, big bits of dirt, you know, these ones won't go through. One, because it won't block it up, and two, it won't damage the mesh. So with that slight fall on it, these will kind of go down and obviously build down there. It might have to wipe that back a bit, but you know, it is what it is. Probably a bit more angle would have been good, but anyway. So then the dirt, what you have on that, goes then down inside here, which goes into this mesh. So if you see where my hand is, actually, I'll tell you what, if the cameraman doesn't mind stepping back a little bit, I made this so you can actually take this off, replace any bars if they get broken, you know, over time they may break. So, and obviously I can do a bit of maintenance if the mesh gets broken. So if you come through here, I've built this mesh thing here, and if you notice with the shock suspension on the side, these little doofers, these are Fox suspension, thank you Fox for that. So I've cut them in half so it allows the deck to actually move, so hence the name Shaker Deck. So as the dirt comes in, goes in, this is moving like this, and then obviously the big rocks can't go through, so they go down. So if it was a rock like this, for instance, this would come down there and into another bucket. Are you all with me? I hope so. So with that said, then as this is moving, so it oscillates forwards and backwards, if we go down, all that finer dirt comes through here and lands down here. So what we can do, if I show you, if Max doesn't mind standing back just a little bit, if we get a wheelbarrow, which I built this so it fits any wheelbarrow. This is a super wide one. The Wellington one over there is narrower but taller, but no matter, that fits under there beautifully. So as that's oscillating, all the fine dirt's going down here, all the big rocks are going that way. Simple. Welcome to the engine part of the room. As you see, we've got copper pipes here, but I'll talk about that in a second. But the main thing is it's got like an offset sort of cam motion. So if you imagine a circle, but it's offset, so it actually kind of does that. That's what creates the actual deck to oscillate, so kind of shift forwards and backwards. So if I gently pull the drill now, whoa, say gently, fully charged. So as that spins round, shakes the deck forwards and backwards, sieving the dirt, getting rid of the big rocks and putting the fine dirt in the bottom. So with that said, I thought, oh, what else could I do? So what I've done is piped up some copper here. So this hose pipe, I'll connect onto there. I need to make a little connection onto there. And then I've put a little we'll call this a regulator, but you might see these on the end of those white things to keep you warm in the house. Radiator valve. So this regulates it. So with it being mains pressure to here, I can actually regulate that now. So if I, you know, if I don't want too much water going through the deck, it's more for washing it after. So, you know, once you're all done, you can wash the plant down. I call it a plant now. So yeah, it can wash it all down and just yeah, keep on top of it all. And I thought, yeah, why not? But also you could, I was thinking the other day actually, when you're sifting through and getting some really fine dirt, you could actually just mix a bit of water in and make up actually like a wet sort of plaster paste. So I might experiment a bit with that, but I'll connect this up in a minute and we'll let's do a live test on it and I'll show you how it works. Let's do it. Let's do a little live test. That's got any connection on there for a drill as well, so any drill will connect onto that. I will put a motor on it at some point with some sort of regulator, or, you know, so I can actually have different speeds, because depending on the type of dirt, depending on how much you want to shape the deck. But anyway, let's put this all back together. So we'll put this little hopper back on. Fits in there lovely. We'll get some dirt and then I'll show you how it works. So any dirt. This is just a pile. Oh, you can't even get it out of the ground. Here you go, look, rocks, stones, bits of glass, you know, anything. So what I do, put this on the top and then get a deck going. Rocks, metal, anything. It's like a recycling plant, to be honest. Wonderful. Right, let me talk you through it. As you can see now, like I was saying earlier, if I get Max to come just a little bit closer, see these big rocks up here? See, they haven't managed to go through, so these will get stuck. You know, it stops breaking the mesh, or, you know, actually blocking it up. So that's really cool for that. So that's the first line of defense. So that's that done. If I take that off, you see how the deck's shaking it all through. See, all these ones would have gone down, but I stopped it. Comes down here into the little other slide, which comes on, which gives me a load of rocks, metal. Actually, tell you what, wait for me there. I'll put this sheet down. Right, if I get Max's to stand back a touch. So, right. So this is all the rocks and stuff that is sieved out. Look at that. Big rocks. metal. No, what else have we got in here? A few fossils in here. What's that in? No idea. But yeah, so that stuff stops going through. As you see, not great dirt. It's good for building up like the base or something. Here's a rock that fell off the top. I'll bring round the soft stuff. So this will be perfect. You know when you get all the cracks and stuff in jumps, or you know, just fill in those holes, that little bit of smooth dirt. Look at that. This is like perfect dirt now for smoothing out jumps. You know, obviously you'll rake this through as well, but any cracks in jumps or making it super polished up, this is going to be great. Now if you get a real clean source of dirt as well, you're not going to have any of these little bits of straw in it, but just wanted to show you how well it worked. So really pleased with that. I tell you what, let's wash it down. I'll show you the water side of it. All right, get the rest of the bits of dirt out. We'll just run this for a second. Speed it up a bit. It's a first build, you know, there's a few things that might need to adjust a bit, but I kind of just blagged the whole thing. So, but anyway, with that said, what I've done, I've piped it up with mains water, little regulator, just to slow the water pressure down. If it's mains pressure, it'd be ridiculous. Well, I can show you mains pressure in a minute. So yeah, as it comes up, it goes into a little T-piece with some sweeper, 90-degree pulled bends, up into some flexi connectors. Got to have flexi connectors here, because if it was rigid pipe, you know, it'll break the pipe with burst fitting. It comes up, splits, comes into two. So this is just a hose pipe here. You know, I've just put a load of holes up here, kind of just guess where they would go. Capped off the ends, washes it all through, washes the deck down. You know, gets any bits, I can brush it up after. I don't know, why not? Gone this far, I might as well do a little bit more, eh? Hey. And then washes this down a bit. I might put a little run another pipe here at some point, you know, spray this straight down, get any bits of dirt out. What I like to do as well, put a barrier under it and recycle all the water, and then I can go and put that on the jumps, put it all back in, so I'm not wasting so much water. So really pleased with that. What bit of an invention, well, I wouldn't say an invention because they're about anyway, but it's definitely a home build, that's for sure. Yeah, really pleased with it. I really hope you guys have liked this one. I've got another idea that I've got loads of ideas that I really want to try out. So, but if you want to ask me any questions, just fire away in the comments below. You know what, subscribe if you want. If you don't worry about it. I haven't got any of my levers. Could have put one on this actually. Little subscribe button here. Little notification, like, I don't know. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Massive thank you once again to Max for filming for us, and also Alfie for chopping it up and editing it all, making it all come together. So what a good day, I reckon. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you're staying safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Press that like button. See you in a bit. Right, whenever you're ready.
Right, we're going.
Oh, you're filming already?
Yep.
Let me just think where I am at the moment. Probably put that in a blueprint in. Right.
We're going.
Okay. Yes, guys, welcome back. Looking full hobo. I was going to say they cut that one out. We're good?
Yeah, we're going, yeah.
Just put my nail back. Oh no! Me Jamie Oliver mug. Oh, bottoms up, way! Christ. Oh, I better pick that up actually. No littering.